Welcome back to bike number 2 of 4 1984 RZ500s. The aim of today is to paint the frame and get it ready for next weekend. Next weekend we'll reassemble it, whole rolling chassis, probably put the freshly rebuilt engine back into it, and we're just a couple of weekends away from finishing the restoration of that bike. Then it'll look like this one. And if you recall what this one looked like when we first got it, there was a pair of these that we bought that were in a fire. Anyway, pretty happy with that. A couple of stages this frame's gone through. Unlike the first bike, there wasn't any kind of corrosion or problems with that. This one, exactly why or how it happened, I'm not entirely sure. But there was a short section in here. I'll cut in a photograph so you can see it as it was before the weld repair. But this needed replacing. The whole frame in really, really good order. But exactly why or how that became corroded and rotten, I don't really know. But it all needed cutting out properly and professionally. So we took it to the #1 frame builder that we know in the state of Perth here. Gav builds drag race motorcycles. They're capable of a hell of a lot of power. He's a very, very skilled craftsman. He's able to replicate the exact Yamaha factory welds that we originally had. So by the time this is all painted and blasted, I'll turn it around and let you guys have a look at it up close, and then you tell me. But I am absolutely stoked with it. I picked it up last weekend. I couldn't believe how good it looked. I guess now the usual YouTubey thing is we just cut to a little compilation of going through the stages of primer, base coat, lacquer, and voila, she's done. And then we'll talk about what's actually happening with the overall bike situation, which is getting a little bit crazy. Is it, Trace?
It certainly bloody is.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a new bathroom, so I'm happy.
Cool. All right. Okay, subframe, the bolt-on piece of the frame that goes onto the actual main frame over here. So this is all looking nice and tidy. The bit that was repaired down here, I'm going to sort of go near my finger. Right, so that little section there was cut out. I'll show you before from the previous prep video. But yeah, frame's looking good. We should be able to put this together as a rolling chassis next weekend and mount the engine into it, which would be good. Quick update on bike 4. We were looking for a whole load of spare parts. Andy, if you're watching, thank you very much. There is almost a complete motorcycle hidden away in a box here. If you recall, with the third bike that we got, we had a spare engine, wiring loom and CDI stuff. And Andy has made his YZR replica and he no longer needs the donor parts. So he's done a deal with me. He's done a very generous deal with me. So that's what that is. What else can I say? Paul over in New South Wales, he's sending me a frame, tank seat, and I think a front wheel as well, actually. And that should hopefully get here next week. If it does, we might lay everything out and do a bit of a stock take on bike 4, but we'll see. Paul, by the way, has got a really nice GBZ 750 Turbo. Speaking of other project bikes, Troy over in Victoria, if you recall, we used his Suzuki, his old Suzuki that he had previously that was another project of his. He's currently building a YZR replica. A lot of interesting engineering going on there. Starter motor, electric starter motor, electric chokes, and all the barrels are TZ racing ones. Very interesting. I'll put a little bit of a video in so you can see it, but he's rightfully proud. It's going to be a seriously high horsepower motor, very, very cool, very trick. And yeah, lot of effort's gone into that. So well done, Troy. All right, I think that's it. Anything for me, darling?
No, it's bloody melting. Need to get out of here.
It is hot. It is hot. But good news, this will dry nice and quick, won't it?
It certainly will.
All right. See you later.